Hello everybody and welcome to my life lately. So today is a super fun video. I finally got my 2026 planner in the mail today. It was supposed to come last week Thursday, but decided to take a little vacation in California first and then come to my state, which was really weird because it went all the way out of its way to come back towards, my state, which was really crazy, but it's here and I am so excited to bust this box open. Okay, so I have not opened this yet, so I'm super excited. Oh, the anticipation was really killing me the other day on Thursday when it said it was going to be delivered and didn't show up because I was checking that mailbox over and over again. So Catherine does a really good job, and her team, Catherine and her team does a really wonderful job at packaging these planners up. They take great care in it. So I'm super excited to see what I got. Okay, so everyone gets a little freebie. You get a freebie sticker sheet, which has the same type of washi paper that she uses in her monthly kits. So if you enjoy these little stickers, you're gonna enjoy her monthly kits too. So, and then you get a thank you card. Sorry, I almost forgot about it. And usually it matches the theme of the month that she chose. So this one was for October. But I love that she puts a little freebies in an envelope. I actually repurposed these envelopes and I might even repurpose it in my planner for this year for like a little sticker section or, appointment cards or whatever, what have you. You could totally use that for that. And then you get a little card this year. And this one has like little ways you can use your planner in here. And yeah, you just have to scan the code and it brings up her, I believe her website or her YouTube channel. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't done the scan or anything, but yeah, you just have like ways to use your planner, which is really cool. So she has a little sticker and it says, all sales are final after opening, no returns or exchanges. Okay. I also bought the clear case with this. So, I don't know if you noticed by the sticker, I did get the complete planner, the complete one. That is the one I chose for this year. I am so excited. Ooh. I have similar vellum, I believe, to match this card, which is really cool. And I love the blue and the purple. I love that. And this is your year at a glance. You can use it as like a little dashboard. You can put it at the front or the back of your planner. And you can even laminate it and put it up like on a picture frame. You can really do whatever you want with this, but it fits the same size as your planner. Now, let's get into the good stuff. This one's not it's not like the sharpest knife of mine, so I definitely don't want to. I only use it for opening packages. So it used to sit in my purse for forever. And then obviously it just got really dirty. But I chose the complete planner this year because I really liked the layout. Like the layout is what got me. I was sold like as soon as I seen it because I just liked how the months went right with like the days and the weeks and everything. Now, if you've been here before, you know that I was a daily planner girl. Okay. So I was a daily planner girly for this year, and I wasn't really sure I wanted to go to the common planner again this year, or for next year, sorry, because I wasn't exactly sure on how I wanted to use the weeklies, but this planner, it was it for me. I was definitely thinking I still wanted to stay with a daily planner, but the layout of this one really just sold me, you guys. It sold me. So I did get the common planner, or sorry, the complete planner with the white edging. I personally didn't want to do the gold edging because I'm not really sure. Something called to me about being able to see your little monthly spots easier. So I think that's kind of why I went with the white. It just seemed more clean. I don't know. But yeah, so the complete planner also has this little band here that you can actually hide because it doesn't have it in the back portion, but the back has, you know, your common planner designed by Sterling Ink. And then up here you have the A5 size, which is what I got, and vertical. V stands for vertical, so I'm wondering if she's doing that in hopes that maybe she'll have a good turnout and be able to do horizontal next year for, 2027. But yeah, so it says complete here, and then your side edges look like that. This is super, super nice. The feeling, honestly, I don't have the right words to describe it. I'm not obsessed with hardbacks, I will say that. So that was another turn off for me for this one, was I didn't love that it was a hardback. I do see the appeal for it, but when you chunk up a planner like really easily, I'm really nervous to see how it will turn out. So we'll be testing the limits with this planner this year. I also, before I jump into the flip through of this, wanted to kind of show you guys it compared to other planners of mine. So this is the 5-year, sorry, it's kind of shining. So as you can see at the top, there is quite a bit, not by much, but a little bit of an overhang, not by much, like I said. And then, let's see the thickness wise. And it really doesn't look too much thicker than the 5-year. And the 5-year has, I believe it's like 517 pages. If you can see right down here, 517 pages. So it's not that much thicker than the 5-year. Okay, and then I'm also going to compare it to the chunk of my daily. This is the A5 daily, sorry. So as you can see, I have been slowly chunking this thing up, but this one also doesn't have the weeklies. So it technically would have been thinner to start out with. So there's that one. And then I even brought up my 2024 planner, which is the common planner. So it has the weekly pages and whatnot in here. And I wanted to see the end all chunk from that year's planner to my new planner, which that's a big difference. So I really am curious to see how chunky this one's going to get, and if it will be hard to close, and see how stretched out the band is afterwards. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so now that I've kind of gotten those out of the way for showing you guys, like compared to my other planners, let's jump into it. You get your thicker first page, and then you have like the little 2026 light page there. And then you have your year at a glance for 2026. I love that there isn't, 2025s down here or any other of the years after 2026. Like, I love how it's just focused on the year that we are in. You get 2 blank pages. You can use these as like highlights. You can use them as a photo collage. You can use them as whatever you want. I know I've done photo collages in this area. I've done like a letter to myself for the next year in this area. I've been in like sterling ink planners since 2024. So it's been kind of fun to try out different ones, which is why I was very intrigued by this planner, because I couldn't help myself. I love a new planner. So we have, your goal breakdown page, you have your yearly tracker page, and then you get into your goal breakdowns, and then your, I don't know what you would call these. I'm blanking, but I use these as a habit tracker. I'm gonna be curious to figure out what I'm gonna do with these pages in the beginning. Sorry, my apologies. I am getting over my allergy season sort of thing going on. I don't really know. So I'm really hoping that I'm not super stuffed up in this video. If I sound stuffed up, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't wait any longer to get this thing open. She did change these from having like a shaded weekend to a circled weekend, which I do prefer the circled over the shaded. Yeah, so here is the example of that. As you can see here, the difference between the two. This is my daily, by the way. That's why they don't have the similar sides here, because in the daily, you do not get your goal breakdown pages. So just an FYI, sharing a little bit of what's different here. All right. Then you get into your monthly spread here. So the monthly spread is really nice for December, which is kind of crazy because you go from December and you almost act as if this year starts in December, but it doesn't. So you get your 2 blank pages here, and then I'm really praying my phone does not start to lose focus here. Then you get your weekly spread that starts from the 29th to the 1st of January. So you can probably just completely avoid this one if you didn't want to start your planner in December, but I may use this and try to like figure out the best way to use the weeklies for what I need them for now, because like I said, I'm coming from a daily which doesn't have the weeklies, but I have used weekly sections before, so it's not something entirely new for me. But yeah, so then you get into your December 29 to your December 30, and then I believe you get 2 blank pages. Oh no, you have December 31, of course, and then you get a blank page before your January month starts. So you guys, I am so obsessed with how it looks. I feel like the hardback feels so much sleeker. Okay, so that was a bit strange. I tried to mess with the settings to keep it from going in and out of focus, and I completely ruined the quality of the video. And as I was trying to edit it, it looked like a black and white video. So I apologize. It is now like 10 p.m. and I'm finally able to sit back down and refilm what I messed up. So, I mean, I think from what I'm seeing as far as like video quality goes, this actually might be ideal for me to try to film more at nighttime. Just because, I mean, look at how bright my page is because it's so dark in the house. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about it. But okay, so the first page here, you get into your January monthly spread, and then right after your January monthly spread, you get 2 blank pages. See, I don't know why my camera is doing that. You get 2 blank pages, and then from there, you get your first week, which also includes your last 3 days from December. So if you look here, these are the exact same spreads. And so that's going to be kind of annoying in some cases, but I may or may not use these pages for something else, or I will only, work in the section that I'm in. So for January, I'll work only in these 3 days, or 4 days, I mean. And then for the December spread, I will only plan out these days. I don't know, maybe I'll have more fun being able to do like creative spreads or trying out new ways to use the weeklies, because like I said, your girl's coming back from a daily, so I haven't used a weekly spread since 2024, so it'll be kind of an experience to see how I'll be using these. From there, you get your first 7 daily pages. And this is why I was so intrigued by the complete planner. I loved the flow of everything going from one day to the next. And then you don't have to go very far to check back in with your monthly and your weeklies. So I feel like I might actually be more consistent that way. And then after your weekly spread, you get your, I think it's 2 blank pages maybe. Oh, I guess it depends on the week. But for this week in particular, you'll have 2 blank pages, and then you'll go into this week, and the Sunday will land on your 7th day. So that would be 11. So we'll go to January 11 here. And so you'll get 1 blank page at the end of the week for this week. So yeah, you get 1 blank page at the end of a normal week, and then you'll get your weekly spread. You go to your Monday, your Tuesday, and then you'll go all the way up to your Sunday, and then you'll get another blank page, and you'll do that until your month is up. Here's your blank page. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with all of these extra blank pages. Maybe I will have to come up with some sort of like weekly plan in your blank pages. Oh, see here, this one, your end of the month landed on a Saturday, so you get your 2 blank pages before you start your February month. So this will be interesting to see how it all unfolds throughout the year, at least for me, because I am not a super creative person. So coming up with plans for all of the extra blank pages throughout the planner might be a little daunting, but I feel like it won't be too crazy. And everything just flows. So I feel like I'm going to really enjoy how well I can turn back to like my weekly spread from my dailies. Ideally, what I plan to do is use this as my guide for the week and plan out how I want to use my time. And then we'll go into, your dailies, and hopefully I can refer back to my weekly plan more often and see if I can't keep myself on a schedule for filming and whatnot, because I will, you know, allot myself the time that I need. The only hard part about being a mom and trying to film is your kid's not always going to nap when you want them to. So ideally, I like to film when my kids are napping, but maybe I might have to allot time, you know, during the nighttime if I can't get the filming done during the day. Like, you know, during their nap time, then I'll allot a certain day free time, you know, to do that. So that's ideally what I'm going to do with this planner. These weekly spreads may not be so stylish like I used to plan, but we'll see. I may have to fall back on that because I do really like stickers. So then we get into the very end. You do get, let me find it. You do get January for 2027. And because it lands on, you know, that week, you will get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in this planner, but you also get that extra week here. So Friday, Saturday, and then you'll get your Sunday. That was another reason why I wanted the white pages this year, is I wanted all my pages to not stick together. But I do really love gilded edges. So if you were going for gilded edges, I don't blame you. It's very beautiful. So you get 20 pages of blank pages in the back. And I'm thinking I want to use them a little better this year because I know I did a few fun blank pages in my journal for my daily planner, and I definitely want to use up some more of them. So 20 pages, it feels like a ton, even with all of the blank pages throughout the year. So yeah, and then you have your little loose sleeve one right here, and then your harder sleeve there, and then you obviously get your back pocket that is super cool, honestly. I don't know how I'm going to decorate this. I am definitely gonna have to sit here and do some thinking on it about how I want to set up this planner. But I did, before I go, want to show a little something because I noticed that people weren't sure if the hard cover was going to fit in certain planner covers. So I wanted to test something. I do not have a A5 cover, but, well, I do have a clear cover for this, and I plan on using just a clear cover for my planner. But I wanted to pull out my A5 rings by Aura Stell, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not going to use this for this planner because it's a rings bound planner, and so it doesn't fit like widthwise because it's meant for, you know, ring paper. But I wanted to show you guys that this in fact does fit in here. So this is the front sleeve, which would ideally, if everything is made properly and the same, it would fit a book-bound planner. Now, if I can get this on camera correctly, it should just slide right in. I had a little bit of difficulties last time, but not necessarily because it was a tight fit, more so because obviously the rings back here are kind of hindering the angle that it's going in on. But I successfully put my A5 hardcover complete planner into the Aura Estelle cover. Now, I would have put it over here, right? But if you look on her website, she has, you know, your covers, and they have like the full length sleeve. Okay, so the front of this one is a full length sleeve, which, if all the measurements are the exact same, would fit your hardbound planner. So now I can't use this for my planning, but I mean, technically I could. It would fit and it would button. So just an idea for you guys. I may be interested in getting a cover from Aura Estelle, but I even considered taking the rings out of this, but then I realized the difference in size, and I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of extra room. But it's made that way because your A5 planner inserts would start here, basically. If that makes any sense. I was a big planner girly long before I started YouTube videos and long before I started bookbound planning. And I did, okay, hold on. All right. So yeah, long before I started bookbound planning, I was in a spiral bound planner. And then after that, I did rings. And then after that is when I picked up like a cheap one from Target and then hated it. It was like, what was the point of that? And then halfway through the year, I decided to start with Aura Estelle bookbound planner because it was undated and I could get my hands on it. And then shortly after I bought that, that's when I found Sterling ink. So I have been loving Sterling ink. I am super excited to start 2024, or oh my goodness, we're not going to go back in time. I am super excited to start 2026 in the complete planner. I'm excited to see how the planner holds up all together. Now next year, if she decides to create a planner just like the complete, but it wouldn't be hardbound, I'd probably go more for that, depending on how well this one holds up. But for now, I'm really excited to have my 2026 planner. I cannot wait to start setting this up. I'm definitely excited. So let me know in the comments down below what planner you guys chose for this year. This planner is beautiful and it's everything I am looking for the year. So yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to share my 2026 planner with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.